organic usually kicks people's butt. Like organic is one of those weed out classes, right?
Yes. And Jalen, I think, can also testify to that. We're both actually tutors for organic chemistry right now. If you told
Wow.
me 4 years ago that I'd be doing that, I'd call you crazy because organic chemistry is one of those really incredibly hard classes. But like I said, Dr. O is such an incredible person, and he really went above and beyond to make sure I understood everything, that I felt heard, paid attention to, and I also had some incredible peer tutors. Having that support system, especially with a class like organic chemistry, means everything.
So tell me, when a student walks into tutoring and they're struggling in organic, what do their faces look like? What are the questions they're asking of themselves during that interaction? And also like how uncomfortable, how scared are they to ask for help?
Well, I will say that I have only been tutoring since COVID. We haven't had in person tutoring. So I almost feel like it's a completely different experience having to ask for help online. Because on one hand, it's more accessible. You can do it from home, you don't have to have your camera on. And in that sense, it's a bit more approachable, but it's also terrifying because you don't see that person you're working with. You're not in the room, you can't feel the energy. It's a completely different situation. But I've had moments where working with some of my students on exam corrections, I can hear them being like, oh, I got this wrong, and being so like embarrassed, like, oh, I got all of these problems wrong. I'm not smart. I'm not good enough. And I got a lot of problems wrong in organic chemistry. I really struggled too, but I think it's really all about understanding that it's supposed to be hard and that organic chemistry, even if you're not going into a chemistry based field, it's not necessarily about understanding organic chemistry. It's about being able to identify a problem and automatically knowing what the solution should be. It's like in a diagnosis where even though I'm not pre-med anymore, if you see a certain symptom in a patient, your mind is already going to different solutions, different tests you need to do, different ways to figure out what's going on. And I think that's a really good way of viewing organic chemistry, that it's not necessarily about being able to do a synthesis in a lab. It's great if that's what you want to do, but it's more about being able to have those thought processes and have that automatic reaction to seeing something.